Okay, so let's talk a little bit about taxes. The best thing about being a Mexican like me is that usually you don't have to pay taxes. But sadly, in my case, I do. So I have a job and stuff like that. So, I mean, believe it or not, you do want to pay taxes. I've learned that taxes are extremely important. They provide you with the services that we use every day, such as roads, schools, and things like that. And I really enjoy them. And actually, countries like France and Spain and things like that, they actually have a lot higher taxes than the United States, but they provide much better benefits. They have a much stronger welfare program, and they also have much stronger. I mean, universities or like in France and Germany are often very very cheap or free, and those are the benefits of paying your taxes. Well, the benefits of paying your taxes is you don't go to jail, but another one is that you get certain benefits from the government. So So if you look up tax brackets, that's basically your tax brackets are based on incomes, and those incomes certain or all right. Let me start over. So I make around $40,000 a year, based on my $11 an hour salary or $11 an hour wage. Based on how much money I make a year is what percentage I get taxed, and that percentage is what the government deems is how much I am able to and should pay. So as my and it's proportional as my income rises, so does the amount of the percentage of taxes I have to pay. So I fall into a smaller tax bracket than someone who makes around $3 million a year. And so that is calculated using your gross your gross income, and that is how much money you make, and then your net income. Your gross income is technically how much money you're supposed to make, but your net income is once you subtract all your taxes from it, and then you have what are called deductions. So everyone has, or most, I'm guessing everyone has deductions. I'm sure they do. But deductions are like, depending on your situation, you don't have to pay as much taxes. So I have to actually pay more taxes than, usually I have to pay more taxes than someone who has a kid, because they get some money back to support their child. So the government understands that some people have certain are in certain situations or circumstances that require more money, and thus they don't make them pay as much taxes. Now this isn't like, I mean, this is the difference between 30 and 10%, but it can be a couple $1,000s that you get back from the government to help support your child and things like that. I mean, it helps. So, in deductions, some people have up to seven. I have three, and they're useful. You want to try to find as many deductions as you can afford to get. And I mean, that's the basics. We also learned a little bit about like W-4s, which I had to fill out for Cordoba. And it's basically just telling the government, look, this is how much money I'm going to make. This is how many deductions I need. It's the info sheet that tells them how much they need to tax you. And you give them to your employer and things like that. So anyway, pay your taxes, unless you're lucky, like my cousins.